Hey, we are going to be talking today about how to raise your vibration, part one. Let's get into it. So, what I want you to imagine for me is over on this side of the screen is your soul. It is pure love, it's pure abundance, it's pure freedom. It's just absolutely limitless and boundless, and it's just freedom over here. And over here is your life. These are the people in your life, your work, your job, your car, your house, your kids, whatever is going on over here. And in the middle, right down here, I want you to imagine almost like a curved contact lens is probably the easiest way to describe it. So it's like going like this. So your soul is here. You've got this curved contact lens here. And then life is happening here. So your soul and all this abundance and all this love and all this freedom is what it's doing is it's always trying to come through the lens into your life so that your life is filled with love and joy and abundance. But what happens with this lens is when we're kids and when we're growing up, we have a very thin lens, which allows all this playfulness, this freedom, this joy, this love just to come through. If you look at like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old kid and they're just like, they don't care about rules. They're just having fun and playing and literally living in joy. But as we go through life, what happens is this contact lens, imagine for me, if you will, that it just gets thicker. It's almost like a thicker, it's like another layer gets added, another layer gets added, another layer gets added. And in this lens, this is actually our ego. And in our ego is a collection of memories. It's a collection of all the things anyone's ever said to us. You can't do this. You need to do this. You need to do better. Like I only love you when you do this. When you're a good girl or a good boy, that's when I love you the most. Whatever we've heard, whatever sounds we've inherited come into this lens. So here we are as adults, right? We've got this soul still. The soul never leaves us, right? The soul is in this body. We are completely connected. So the soul is here and the soul's trying to come through just like it did when we were kids. But now the lens has got thicker. This lens of beliefs and this lens of how we perceive the world now. We perceive it through the eyes of judging. Oh, you're different to me. You're separate to me. That's not how you do things. That's not how things happened in my household when I was growing up. So that means you're wrong and I'm right. This is where arguments happen, where disagreements happen with your partner, where your ego fights for its limitations. Your ego fights for its beliefs, right? So it's like, this is if you look at the state of the world right now, you can see we are all human beings. We are all souls. We all just came into these bodies, but through our upbringings in different countries with different languages, with different belief systems, there are countries at war with each other. And this is all because of what is in this lens, what we are programmed by our countries, by our leaders, by our, the things that we consume, and also our parents and our caregivers. So in terms of raising your vibration, this is why it's really, really important to understand everybody has an ego. Even like the Dalai Lama has an ego. He still identifies as the Dalai Lama. He still identifies as someone who was born in Tibet and who had to leave his country and was never able to go back there. That is still in his ego. It's just someone like the Dalai Lama has done a lot of work to keep that ego and that lens super thin. So that's why when you hear people talk about who've met the Dalai Lama, everyone goes, oh, his presence. It's because his soul was coming through. His soul was coming through when people walk past him. And that's when you meet someone and they're just so present with you and so like, vroom, just there with you. That is because this beautiful, beautiful soul is coming through, this beautiful energy. So in order for normal humans like you and I to reduce this lens and allow more abundance to come through, more love, more possibility, more, limitless activities to come through into our life, we have to work on really dissolving and removing layers of this lens, of this really thick contact lens. And to do that, there are many, many, many ways, but I would say the number one way that I would recommend is do and be as present as you possibly can in your life. And that is no easy task because we are distracted all the time. But I would absolutely make it your quest to work on being present. And to do that, through meditation, through yoga, through clearing old traumas, through working with, counselors, hypnotherapists, breath work, whatever it is you can do to make this lens start to peel away is the first step in terms of raising your vibration. Because as you start to make this lens thinner, all of this good, amazing stuff gets through and your life will reflect back at you that. So there's no good or bad. There's no like the universe is out to test you. The universe is just freaking in love with you. It's just like, you're amazing. But the universe will send you all of these life events in order for you to be triggered, in order for you to realize the areas where you still need to do some growth, the areas where you need to peel off another layer. If you want any support with this at all, just drop me a message or put a comment below. I would love to know how the lens really like connects with you and what layers you are ready to let go of. And if this has resonated with you and you think it can resonate with someone else, please feel free to share this video. I'm doing a whole series of how to raise your vibration, and I would love to get this work out there. So sending you so much love. Enjoy peeling that lens away today, and I will see you in the next video. Lots of love. Mwah.